Welcome to Ultimate DIY, where you learn to be your own handyman. And today I'm going to show you how to fix this LiftMaster gate whip. All right, guys, this whip is just totally deteriorating, falling apart, barely hanging on with the wires themselves. So if the customer doesn't fix this, it's ultimately going to break at a bad time and they're liable to end up stuck inside of the gate. Now, keep in mind, these have a battery backup system in them and they will open for a while, but if she does not realize she has lost power, she will probably ultimately run those batteries down and then she will be stuck. All right, so what I'm going to do is we're going to go in, take the old whip off, put the new whip on. I am going to give you a cost of what it costs to have a pro come out and do this and what it costs if you do it DIY. So let's go ahead and let's get into it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go around to the back. We're going to go ahead and shut power off. We're going to come back, test, make sure that everything is dead. Now, these work really simple to open. You have two hinges here and you're going to have 4 Phillips head screws in the front. They do that to keep it shut and to make it where it's not quite so easy for somebody to come along and open it up real quick and get in there. So you just pull those screws out. This is going to swing open and you have a plug-in module in the very top. We're going to unplug that, unscrew the back and get it out. But first, we're going to go around to the side and we are going to go ahead and take the cover off the electric box and check the wiring. Okay, guys, the brakes are up in the front, up in this area, and you can tell this has been on here a long while because the actual screws are straight edge screws. You hardly find straight edged screws any longer, but they're still out there. Make sure you've got regular screwdrivers. I even have a bit that switches both sides, and one is straight, one is Phillips. But these, where I don't take the fresh paint off of here, I'm going to use a screwdriver. You know, keep those off the set to the side so that they're safe. And we pull that up. They do have a good rubber piece in here. I do like that. And we are totally dead. Now we can pull the wires out. There's your hot, there is your earth ground, and there is your neutral. So it makes it pretty simple, guys. Just 3 wires. Earth ground is either going to be green or bare. Your hot is going to be black, and your neutral is always white. Now we need to remove this little cap and we need to get this loose. So I will use this on this one, just like that there. And real quick, have you ever wondered what it costs to have your house power washed? How about paint it? How about do a kitchen makeover or a bathroom makeover, or one of the thousands of things a homeowner can do to improve their property? Have you also wondered what you could save as a DIYer just getting the materials and doing it yourself? Well, that's going to be one of the segments that we are going to put into our weekly newsletter that you can get by going to the description of this video and following the link and signing up. Hope you become part of the DIY family. Now let's get back to the video. You buy this stuff at the big box store. I only need 10 feet. It comes in 20. So I'll be cutting off what I don't need. They usually come with them wrapped on the sides with all of these connectors that hold everything in for you. So it's a complete setup. And let me read this real quick. This is 1/2 inch, by the way. So you could have 1/2 inch, 3/4, depending on how many wires you're trying to pull through it. And wires pull extremely easy through this. Now this is ultra tight. This is going to be non-metallic liquid tight whip. It is rugged, durable, flame retardant, smooth for easy pulling, resistant to sunlight, and resistant to chemicals. So it's made to last a long time. Where this is broken and pulled away is where somehow it got pulled through that fence. Not real sure if it just age or what, but that's what happened. So let's see here if we can undo this. All right. Let's see. There we go. And that one kind of broke off, so hopefully we'll be able to get that out. So let's see. Now, if my wires are good, I won't have to replace the wire. I did bring extra wire just in case, but I'm planning on just the whip. I'll reverse these. Now, if you end up with strip, like I can see places where that wire is bare, so I'll have to probably put a little bit of tape over it or strip it back past that. More than likely, I will strip it back to here. Let's see if we can. Gonna have to try and understand. There it is. So this was the other piece of the old screw-in part. They're just plastic, and it was kind of welded in there almost. So I ended up fixing that, or getting it out, so we can put the new one. Let's see here. Be easier to screw that in. Now they give you the back ring, so if you've got the kind of box that it goes all the way through, you can use the back ring to screw it in from the backside. I don't have to do that on this one. Just like that, and it will actually slide in and lock into place right here. So we're going to go ahead and go back to the box and get it undone there so we can put our wire through this and figure out the correct length and put it back together. All right, so back at the front of the box, you've got a power strip here. Your wire's coming in and it's supposed to go through this very bottom. So to get to that, we're gonna have to pull this plate. Now, I could unplug it. I don't think I need to. The plate's cut into two. Let's see if we can just back the screws out. There we go. I'm gonna put these up here so I don't lose them. Looks like just 3 screws on the bottom. Set that back up there. Has a little place to pull. And then your wires are just going to be right in here. So I have my neutral, have my hot, and I have my earth ground. So very simple. So all I need to do is simply undo these. Alrighty. It's my hot. Okay, so the one we're replacing it with, this is what came off. This front will come off, this comes off, and this breaks into several pieces. Ours is basically a 2-piece system, and it has where the new piece just kind of pushes up and locks into place. It has an O-ring to lock out moisture, and you have a metal little washer that goes on the back, or metal nut, I should say. So we're going to take and get that thing started. Sorry, I know my hands are kind of blocky for a second. But there you go. You get it down. And then I turn backwards with my hand from the other side and get that nice and snug. So now all we got to do is get the wire inside of ours. Now you will find that a lot of times if you trim these ends off, first of all, it's going to make a better connection later, but it makes it easier to put it through. And if you pull backwards and forwards a little, that sometimes helps move it along. We are sticking a little on the bend. Now you do have a lubricant you can also use, which will help sometimes, but usually with these little bitty wires, I don't have that much trouble. So let's see if that will help, straighten it. There we go. Now we're moving. There it is right there, just broke through. All right, guys, when you get to be old, these foam pads really help the knees. So what we're going to do now, we've got it fed through, is we are going to go ahead and set this side. All right, so we should be able to just feed these clean through, right through the center hole. Grab them and pull them over. And then that just slides right in, just like that. So now that's ready to wire. And now we're going to take and run this through back to the front. so we will simply take and pull this through, and I pull it up and around. Now this goes through the same way. We have definitely a longer neutral. Just like that. And then now this pushes on the same way. There it is. And now it is locked in. Now one thing that could help this is put a little strap here to keep that from being able to pull. This obviously goes back inside. So now we're just going to wire everything back up. I always go in reverse. I don't know if it's just a safety thing or something weird that I do, but I like to get my earth ground on there first in case something weird happens and I start shorting. Power gets turned on by accident, whatever. But I have my earth ground on. There's that one. And I always twist it to where the wire twists, like that. Then I go to my neutral. I'll pre-wrap a couple of them just to keep it in place. Line the ends up close to each other and start wire nutting. Now you can over wire nut and you can literally break it. So I just do it until I get it twisted like that. Now I get my hot. Yeah, let's see there. And start it. Okay, push these inside. All right. All right, here is that one. Now we need to tuck this bad boy back inside. There we go. Make sure everything is okay. Do not touch or mess with anything else. Bring it around. And now we can simply put our screws back in. There that one is. All right, so now we're going to go wire back up to the box. All right, first thing I'm going to do before I start wiring is I'm going to put my bracket back, because this bracket helps hold this and keep this from coming loose. It kind of locks it in place. That's why I said I'm going to have to get a strap for that side and strap it to the gate so it doesn't pull it loose from the top. Now you do have a nut driver I can also use on that, and I have those. But since I've already got this out, I don't feel like running back to grab it. So we will just put it in with this and be done. There we go. So now it's not going to pull that out. All right, let's take our nuts out. Like I did the others, I go in reverse. My green to bare, which is my earth, wrap it around each other like that so they're even, and start screwing that one down. There we go. Not bad. Now I can go ahead and push this one in, get it out of my way. There we go. Now I'm going to go to my common. That's really long, but who knows, you may want that later. So we're not going to trim that any. We're going to leave it long since that's the one that goes in the house. You always want to leave extra for somebody else later. If you got it. All right, here's that one. Push that in. And all we have left is our hot. Just like that right there. All right. Here we go. That is that. And There is 2. There you go, guys. Totally finished. Super simple. 3 wires, earth ground, neutral, black, 10-foot whip. Hardest part was probably pushing the wire through it. Make sure you get it straight. It's pretty easy past that. Make sure that you're using the no contact tester. Make sure that the power is off. Now, like I told you, I'm going to give you an idea of what it costs. Do it yourself and pocket the money. Just be safe when you do it. Hope this helps, guys. We'll see you on the next one.